Carolina Fishing TV, showing you how to catch more fish.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Carolina Fishing TV. Captain Jeff Cronk here this morning. Today I'm on board with Captain Rick Patterson. He's one of Carolina Fishing TV's preferred guides. Rick's doing a lot of fishing out of the Morehead City, Beaufort area, and he's been on some pigs. So why don't you tell him about what we're going to do today?
We're going to start off fishing Topwater this morning, and then when the tide falls out, we're going to go try to get on some super shallow redfishing today. That's why we're in the small boat, because we'll be fishing in water anywhere from 10 to 7 inches. Hopefully seeing redfish, buckstone shrimp and stuff. It's been some really exciting fishing here for the last few weeks. So hopefully after we get a couple of good topwater bites out here in this open bay, we'll go try to get on these redfish in the back of these bays in this super shallow water, man. It's just unbelievable. I hope we can find them, man. It's awesome. Exciting stuff. So stay tuned to Carolina Fishing TV for some amazing redfish action out of Morehead City area with Captain Rick Patterson. Carolina Fishing TV. Stay tuned. Yeah, that's those reds right there. Yeah, there they go right there.
There they go right there. Look, oh, he pulled off.
There they go right there. Look at all that head water.
He's on it. He's on it. I'm just going to pull us away from shore real slow, just so we don't get on inshore and chase him out. Look like we're going near shore, but it's hard to tell now. We snuck right by those redfish. We didn't even know they were there. We had them on the port side of the boat out here, way off the shore. We looked over and thought it was a school of big mullets. Big mullets. Did a double take, tossed back on it, and
lost both of them.
And mullets don't eat the hook.
Pulled off both fish.
There's a little movement right here. I think this is those mullets right here, isn't it? This is the mullets. I think the reds are out there.
Let's find out.
You might want to get a jig because those birds.
I want a topwater strike, man.
I know.
It's great if you can come over here when the sun's up and catch them like that, because you can see them, you know.
Yeah.
You know, even if they're not making a headway, you can see the fish.
I got one. He's about to hit your top water. You got one on? Yep. Son. Oh, good work, Rick. Good work, bud. Good Lord. I have a feeling the school's right in front of us. The school's out there, but they went crazy right here, didn't they? We're not drifting because the tide's moving back.
Oh, the whole school's right there. I'm looking at them.
Look at the dark water right there.
Yep, that's him right there. I got a stud right here.
Actually, mine's about 29 inches, 28. Come here, buddy. Thank you for biting my hook today.
Oh yeah, he's definitely over slot. This one right here is going to be around 30, a little bigger.
You can be able to grab that one. You want the net on him.
Man, look at that, how you ate that bait. Check that out.
It's gone, isn't it?
Check that out.
That is a pretty one,
30,
Rick.
30 plus. And look at this.
Look in his mouth there. Good Lord. Was he hungry or what? We lost track of him. You know, it's a little bit of wave out here, a little rip on the surface today. He runs us back about 300 yards back the other way where we first found him at, and those fish still, as much as we chased them around, they still just devour a topwater and a jig as fast as we can put them in them. He's got a 30-incher there, probably 31-inch. I got about a 29-inch fish right here. A little bit too big for our tournament.
Yeah,
it
wouldn't be good on a tournament day.
But right now,
it's awesome.
I'll take all the big ones we can get.
Instead of moving the fish back and forth like that, I just take them in the hand and just move him back and forth like that. Where he's almost naturally swimming. Because if you pull him back, you're pulling the water against his gills. There he goes.
That school of fish Rick put us on out here, they're just roaming around these big flats, and they're hard to stay on.
Yep.
I mean, without spooking the reds, once you kind of get near him, you spook him and rise up, then you get a cast on them. But Rick's trying to ease us along so we don't spook them. Maybe we can kind of see them from a distance. And of course, there's so much stuff moving. There's mullet everywhere out here. And there's not just a single mullet. There's schools of mullet, like hundreds of mullets together. It kind of, at first glance, resemble a school of reds.
Yeah, when the sun's up real high, it works better because you can actually see the fish way off from the boat. You know, because a lot of times if they're not pushing headwater, what will give them away to me is those blue tails on the tips of their tails. You can see that a mile away.
Yeah, right there. They're under your bait, aren't they?
Yeah, just about. I want to be getting
They're past your bait. There he is right there.
Got him?
I got one.
Yeah. Get out of the way. Right there's a whole school. Come on, buddy. Get it. Right there you are. Look, I'm looking at the fish. Here they come. Look. God, look at that right there.
Oh my, look down the water. There's over 100 reds. We could actually see their bodies, individual bodies in the water coming by. Look at the mud over here where it's all churned up. Oh, that was pretty, wasn't it?
That was awesome, man.
There was a lot of good slots in that, sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I got a small slot fish here. Here's a little one, probably about 23 inches. I'd like to have him in South Carolina.
Oh, absolutely.
Rick put us on that school. It looked like it was a couple hundred. It was 150, 200 easy. Down about 300 yards down. By the time we landed those two fish, we picked up our rods, looked out to see if the school was still there. We didn't see them. 300 yards away, we see, I don't know, 5 to 10 inch mullets, hundreds of them just showering. And that was the school of fish. They moved like 300 yards away that quick. We come back down here on them, tracked them real slow, didn't see them. Rick wanted to give a little throttle to that trolling motor. When he did, they popped up like 40 feet from the boat. Tossed in a jig and instantly had one on there. He's about 23 inches, pretty fish, real clean, real healthy looking fish. That fishery up here in Morehead City is doing really well this year. And seems to be a lot of fish around up here, so. Where'd they go?
There, just get him.
They're on a jig?
Yeah.
You see them anywhere?
They're right at the boat.
They're right here?
They should be right there.
I got one on. Oh, he pulled off.
Drop your back, man. The whole school's right there.
They don't want to leave this right here. They're laying right here.
Just going back and forth.
Both times that we hooked fish up on this end, we chase them down for hundreds of yards and we hook them right here. We're nowhere. There's no structure here. Just same depth, top of the grass flat and mud flat, and we hook one right there. They just sit next to the boat, within 20 feet of the boat.
It's not a real big one, but
Rick's got that one hooked up, and I have one hooked up. He pulled off. And I'm trying to see if I can find their headwater real quick before they head back out of here again. We're chasing these fish a good 300 yards.
They're pretty decent fish in the tournament.
Oh man, look at that one there. That's a Perdian. We're gonna have to see how big he is.
Probably about 25 and a half.
He'd be a good starter fish in the tournament.
Yeah,
we wouldn't be able to take him probably. Look like somebody clipped his tail, didn't they?
I said 25 and a half, didn't I?
He's right, just about right on that. Good job. A pretty one though.
Yeah.
Very nice fish. Good job, Rick.
So see the blue tails right there? That's what gives them away to me most of the time. If I can't see the headwater, I'm looking for that blue tail right there. That gives these fish away more than anything besides their headwater.
That was sweet. That was sweet. You're talking about a hungry fish, Rick.
Nice.
He's 26.
Nice.
Nice fish, probably 26 and a half inches. Pretty fat fish here. I put that topwater bait out there, and you hardly ever get to see that. I was closing the bail. Right as the bail was closing, the bait hit the water, and as soon as it hit the water, it's like I landed on his head. He just exploded on it right then. That was amazing. He is 26 and 26 and 3/4, Rick. He's right on 7 pounds. He's not a real fat pig, but
I might not should have brought you to the spot. Just spooked a little bit.
Just a little pod. There's one under me right there. Pretty stuff right there.
Oh, almost got bit.
Almost. He come onto you. That school, they were scattered from where Rick landed. There he is. He's behind you. Oh, he turned off, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
Just the way you want him, right at the tip of the lip.
It's amazing the fish that small can hit and make that much disturbance in the water, man. You think it's twice that big when it blows up on it.
Pretty redfish. There he goes. Watch this, I'm gonna steal Rick's redfish.
Get him, man.
I'm gonna steal his redfish. I'm gonna steal it.
Get that jig.
We do this a lot in tournaments there. If we're using that topwater bait as a search bait and it comes rolling up behind, doesn't want to eat it, usually the other person will grab that jig and toss it in just a few feet right behind that topwater bait right there, watch. Except for he took Rick's. I was too late, wasn't I?
Yeah, sorry, man.
I was trying to get right where they go popping on the topwater bait and they're not quite sure if they want it yet, they didn't commit, and then sling, I got one on too. You sling a jig in right behind them, and just get it, just pull it across the water about a foot. They'll turn off from that topwater bait and go right on that jig. We got a pair of doubles here. We're doing the dance.
There you go.
Pretty stuff, pretty stuff.
Those South Carolina fish right there, man.
I know it, man.
There you go, little twins.
Good stuff, good stuff.
23 inches right there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Look at that.
He's under you. Rick's got him on.
Good one here.
He just released one about 23 inches, tossed back in their first cast, he's got another one on. Rick and I have to fish against each other in these tournaments, but then we're friends, so we fish together every now and then. But he's been smacking us this year. He had a strong season so far in the IFA, the Redfish Action. Right now we're tied for second place in the Redfish Action Series with one tournament to go. And Tommy Parkins actually got, him and his partner Lee have got first place in that tournament series so far. It's going to be a tight finish this year, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be great,
Rick's been on great fish. We've been catching fish. Tommy's been on fish. It's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There he is. It's probably about 24 right there.
A little bigger.
Let's put him back in the drink.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
there
trying
he is,
to
rolling on his under. Look.
Oh my God, what a crush. He missed it. Oh, that was sweet. He wasn't even playing now. I mean,
I seen him come up behind the bait, almost like he was sniffing it, man.
He looked like he was upset that thing was swimming through his territory, didn't he? God.
He come up and nosed it before he struck at it. It was pretty cool.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes with me, the strike is almost as fun as actually hooking him up.
Oh, it's crazy. Topwater bait, topwater fishing is the most amazing thing.
Oh yeah, man.
Regardless of species, just in general, topwater fishing.
When you catch one like that, a lot of times they'll spook, you just let her settle down and they'll plow it back out again. Or they'll be right on it. He's on your bait now.
That's sweet. Oh, that was sweet, wasn't it? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that was sweet, wasn't it? There he is out on top out there.
Uh-oh.
Rick's got one under his. There he is on top again. Come on back here, buddy. Pretty stuff right there. There's another 26-incher. They're so aggressive this morning. He struck the bait and never got in his mouth. I mean, they're slamming the baits. And he got hooked right. We don't want to hurt him. He's close to the gills, but he's only on the gill plate, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. The fish is 26 inches. He's a skinny fish, but a pretty fish at that. Nice one. Been here on this shoreline, what, 20 minutes? Had about 10 blow-ups and caught like 5 off it already. Oh, there he is.
There's a school right there. Oh, you spooked him back the other way, I think.
Maybe. Rick had one pop on his topwater bait and I couldn't stand it. He didn't eat it. Just pups. I think there was some pups there. It didn't take. It looked like a smaller fish not wanting to commit to that topwater bait. So about 22 inches. You ready yet, buddy? There he goes.
Sometimes they will pull out here off the shore like that. A little bit further on this low water, but
there they are. They're coming at us fast.
I didn't throw fast far enough.
They're to the right, going toward shore.
I got to go ahead.
He spit the hook. He spit the hook. He just bumped my line. And he ate.
Got him?
Yeah. It's a flounder. Coming around with a flounder.
Check that out.
How about that? Well, he's going to the house, that one, isn't he?
It's amazing to me that these fish will stay in water this shallow. I mean,
especially when you're pressuring them, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, I've seen them crawl through the mud up here, man. It's just amazing.
I let it sit on the bottom, just twitched it and didn't take up my slack.
Yeah. Sometimes on a low tide, on a low water like this, dead sticking will work too. You know?
I believe they'd eat a live bait right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no wind. Tide's about out. There's no water here. We're fishing probably 15 inches of water, 14 inches of water. We've been chasing, kind of just following these fish back and forth along a couple 100-yard section of the shoreline. And we hooked up a couple. One broke us off and one pulled off, but they're real spooky. If you put any noise on the trolling motor or in the boat, they just rise up and take off. Got one. No, I don't.
Bottom.
I got bottom.
It looked good anyways.
It did, didn't it? How about I released it, it came off.
It looked good.
Got one. I see him flashing, turning the body sideways. There's 20, 30 fish in that school. There's still some more going by. That's two. There's 2 pods of fish on this shore, Rick. Right there.
Right there.
He's on your bait. He just came up behind. Something came up behind your bait.
I got one on.
Woo! I knew something came up behind your bait.
Finally.
Good job. I was feeling bad for you. I had those 4 hookups.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of fish in the river, but it's just putting the time in to come here looking for them, you know, and figuring out where you need to be, what tide you need to be there on, and all that stuff.
Or like you said, when the weather's completely different, winds coming the other direction or something.
Now that right there will be a good one to have in a tournament. When you get in water this skinny, a lot of times I find they won't hit top water baits that good.
Rick, I don't know, dude. He's looking pretty 27 to me.
Yeah, he's actually like 27 and a 16th.
I got you.
But there you go, folks. Pretty redfish. There he goes.
27 and a 26 and a half. There he is right there. Good job. He's a solo, isn't he? I don't see any more. We got a school 100 yards down, 150 yards down, sure. That's a good little pot of fish right there. Hit the water, he swallowed it. You had to feel that. I was like, you know how you look over when they're kind of in shallow water, you see that the water's just disturbed? It was no headwater, it was just disturbed. I flipped it in there, I was closing the bail, it was like, lost him right there. That's what you call a release. I didn't touch the leader, does it count? We really spent the day working 2 baits. I mean, we're working a couple of different types of gulp baits. That gulp pogie really worked it hard today. And then several different topwater baits.
Days and days out here doing this, you know, going around finding these fish, finding out what tide they're at. Like I was talking about earlier, you know, this fish is all about tide and timing, and you know, you got to get it in the right place at the right time. Just like that's what we have to do during the tournaments. You know, you just got to be right there when the time's right, or you can miss them. You know?
That's it. I appreciate you putting us on them, Rick.
Yeah, man, it was great, man. I had a good time.
Captain Rick Patterson, again, he operates from Swansboro all the way through Morehead City, spends a lot of time at Morehead City and Beaufort. And Rick, again, is one of our preferred guys on the Carolina Fishing TV on the Preferred Guide programs. Number's 252-342-1513.
Yeah, Jeff, don't forget, September 18th is the next Redfish action tournament here in Beaufort. We've been real fortunate this year. We've had a good year, you know, fishing, you know, good sponsor backing us now, True Line Utilities out of Hubert, North Carolina, and we just had a real fortunate year, but we spent a lot of time on the water finding these fish, and that's just what it takes, folks. I mean, you just got to put your time in.
And I won't forget about the tournament, because we're competing. Rick and I are tied. His team and our team is tied for 2nd place for the season right now. So, again, thanks for tuning in. Carolina Fishing TV, some awesome redfish action here out of Morehead City.